After Buzzers, we're talking ice balls and talking turkeys on episode 3 of Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party. So let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
But look at here. Look. I got beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat.
You name it! Yes, you have to.
I love how we all
in.
went like this.
We were on it.
We all went like this. It's so awesome.
We were looking.
We were.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the after show for Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party. Hey.
It's a mouthful.
This week, it is a mouthful. And this week, it's all about the turkeys.
Yeah.
It's all about the turkeys. And ham. I am
dish.
your girl, Rhavin with a V here, and you can find me at B Stays Busy. And to my left, your right, I've got these beautiful pink tips.
Hey, what's up? Oh, did you hear her correctly? I'm Tamra. You can find me on, let's do Snapchat. Hey, Tamra on Snapchat.
Ooh, it must go down in the
I
snaps.
know. My name is Ava Hill, and you can find me, I'm not as cool. You can just find me on Instagram at the Ava Hill, and on Facebook if you're ever on Facebook. Do people do Facebook anymore? At Ava Hill.
Yeah.
Is it popping on
Fortunately.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now people
Okay.
double up and do like
'Cause I
fan
feel-
pages and personal
Yeah.
pages.
I feel like I'm the lame one because I don't have a Snap or a Twitter.
You're not lame. You're just
Aw,
you're
thank you,
mellow.
guys.
You're mellow
You
yellow.
use your platform and you run with it, and that's all you need.
See, you know what? Supportive host.
You got followers on Instagram. I looked you up.
Women supporting women all day. It doesn't even matter, okay? Let's get it. Okay, so just so you guys know, we've been talking about it for, I guess, 3 weeks now about starting our shows with a little sippy sip of something, and it's
And
gonna
we're
happen.
going to.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. We're gonna start next week.
Tamra wasn't in the mood tonight.
See, I wasn't
so we
even
had
gonna throw that out there.
But to your defense, since it's going to be a litty week because we have Thanksgiving
Right.
and then the weekend, this is a good time to kind of relax before the storm.
Exactly.
Before the
And
turnips
there's
come.
no
Before the
telling
torn.
how
Yeah,
many
that's right.
how many different drinks we're going to
Have
we're
between
gonna have
Thursday
between now and
and
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and we can come back and share them with each other and our AfterBuzz viewers and listeners as well. If you have any specialties up your sleeves,
Please let us know.
yes, because
Yeah.
then we'll try and imitate whatever you tell us to.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's what we're about.
Yes.
But the drink of the night here with Martha and Snoop.
Ooh, it's a good one.
It really did look good, but then it did look
I feel like
strong. Ava was saying.
I'm the only one opposing that. I feel like I don't know. Ginger for me is the word like a spice. Like
It's a little spice.
It's
Yeah,
too
it's a spice.
spicy
So
to
it
me
was-
for a drink.
I love ginger. Ooh.
Really?
I don't
More-
like it by itself, but
More
before we
ginger, the
get into
better.
what was in it, it was the cider bourbon cocktail, which was apple cider bourbon with a tiny slice of ginger
And lemon juice, right?
and lemon juice.
yes.
Maybe the lemon juice kind of dilutes
Yes.
the.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, considering that it is lemon juice, but I don't know. Ginger for me in a drink is it's too
Just
pumpkin.
too much. You don't
it's
like
too
a
spice.
Moscow Mule.
No.
Ooh,
I
Moscow
love
mules
it.
are
But this
amazing.
drink that they made tonight, what did Snoop call it? The thermometer or the
the turkey
The
timer.
turkey timer.
Yeah.
The turkey timer.
But
because
it's basically my favorite drink right now is a sidecar, which is basically this, except for instead of the apple cider, it's Contro in a classic sidecar.
okay.
No,
But-
she's
so that's why.
she's really into this. Like you said in the
I feel
first
like I've
episode.
had that at the Bellagio in Vegas.
Yeah.
No,
So
she's
good.
like you said that you have your own bar in your house, right?
Oh, well, yeah. I also have my own bar that, like, my neighborhood bar, my non-neighborhood bar.
Look, she's like, I frequent the bars.
Ask
any
me
bar.
for bar recommendations. I will help
Wow.
you out.
Okay, so Tamra is
Wow.
going to be.
That's intense.
She's going to be bringing in our first drink for next week.
Yeah, I would love to.
So
I would
I'm
love to.
excited.
I already know, getting preference, like, no ginger for Ava.
Well, no, I'm
no.
open.
I'll do
I would
whatever.
love to try it. I'm not against trying it. I just feel like I know myself, and I feel like it would be too strong.
Fair
I
enough.
think.
I mean, that's what's great
I
about
will be your guinea
mixology.
pig.
Yeah.
I will be your guinea pig. For
Yeah, I don't
whatever.
mind being a guinea pig. I really don't.
Okay, good.
That's what life is
so
about.
done and done.
Yeah.
Done and done. So we see our favorite odd couple having fun with the turkeys.
I love them together.
Yeah.
I do too.
They're still a good time.
I do too. And Snoop is a turkey whisperer.
Apparently.
Exactly. And then we have our first two guests,
Yes.
Naya Rivera and 2
Chains.
Any thoughts on these two guests? Don't take sips. Don't take sips, Ava.
I mean, let's be honest.
Honestly, I no shade on Naya Rivera. I just feel like her relationship drama has kind of overshadowed.
Well, I feel like that is what she's all about now because she's got this book, Sorry Not Sorry, right? Which is
okay. Well, then that
some
fits.
rendition of a tell-all, I'm assuming. I think I heard Big Sean is in it as well. So I feel like that's kind of late.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I only
Sean
know.
has moved on from the next relationship to the next. Now he's with Janae. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
He's
I
not
only-
with the person he left you for.
I only
anymore.
knew who Naya was from the tabloids until they said on the episode, like, oh, she was Santana in Glee. And I was like,
See
oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Like,
That
And
totally
she's-
gets overshadowed.
And it gets overshadowed. And she's a beautiful girl. Like I have nothing against her. I don't know her. It just, it to me, it's an unfortunate thing for an actor being one myself when your personal life kind of overshadows, your craft. So I'm hoping that, maybe she gets something soon that distracts that because she's a beautiful girl.
Well, it seems like she's taking the wave with
She's
letting
beautiful.
that drama overshadow.
And I loved her in Glee too. So, I'm rooting for no shade over here. No shade.
and also, all press is good press. Like,
That's what I was gonna
there's
say. What do you
so
say
many-
to people that were
do you
like,
guys really agree?
I do because
I don't know.
if it's keeping you relevant,
I
then
wouldn't,
it
I
has a
wouldn't
lot
know
to say
her
for it.
name if I wouldn't know her name otherwise.
But to me, like, if you're gonna know my name, I want positivity attached to that.
Well, that's
I don't
the
necessarily
good
feel the
in
same.
you. That's the good
You know
in
what I'm
you,
saying? Like,
and
I
that's
can't
what makes
sleep
you
at-
special. You keep that.
Oh, well, stop.
Stay golden, pony boy.
Okay, I will. No, I just, I'm serious about my craft. I'm serious about my work. And if people are going to talk about me, I want them to say, man, Ava was amazing in that role. Or, she's a really good TV host. I don't want them saying, girl, did you know that she got divorced? So I'm just hoping for
Which
Naya.
girl? Did you know that she got the? Didn't you tell me?
And she filed for divorce. It came out today that she filed for divorce. She filed for divorce from her husband Ryan. I forgot his last name, but
See, we're not worried about him.
they were
We
married
just
for
know
2
hers.
years. Yeah, they were married for 2 years. They have a son together. They put out a statement today.
I didn't even know
So,
all this.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
See her name.
All right,
Well, now you know.
See her
moving
name.
on.
Moving on. In
Moving
2
on.
Chainz.
Sorry, not sorry. That's how she feels. So I
Well,
don't think
and you
she
know
has
what?
a problem with it.
As she
so-
should, because she is an individual, and if she doesn't have a problem with it, then hey, to me, that's how. Especially in 2016, that's how you're supposed to live today.
I'm
Just
curious
don't
to see
care.
how the sales of the book went.
Me too.
I'm curious
because
to
she
see
popped off on
how-
Ariana Grande in the book
I'm
too.
curious to see how much of the Kool-Aid that the fans are drinking. That's what I'm curious to
But
see. Like,
also,
is it working or?
It's good that she's on this show
Yeah.
because it's this kind of stuff that she needs to have, I guess, like a more saccharine, like G-rated, just don't think about, tabloid type stuff and
Right.
just
Yeah.
have appearances.
Yeah.
Yeah. She should go on like The Talk or whatever.
Speaking of the talk, we've been doing a lot about her. We're gonna move on to the next guest.
2 Chainz.
Yeah, did you guys know that he was a cookbook author?
No,
Not at all.
Hashtag Mealtime. I think it came out in 2013 or whatever.
Go 2 Chainz.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And he
So-
also, I forgot where he went to college. I think
I know he has a BA in psychology or something like
I
that.
love that.
Yeah.
I really, really
Or
love
he has
that.
2 degrees, if
Right.
I'm not mistaken. He's
Yeah.
very intelligent.
See, and that's amazing to me. It's,
that bothered me in the beginning because
Really?
not knowing that and listening to his music, I was confused.
but see,
He sounded very ignorant to me.
But see,
for a
that's
while.
okay. And you're tapping into the stereotype that I love to talk about because I feel like, in hip hop, oftentimes it can automatically be assumed that someone isn't intelligent, someone didn't go to school,
Right.
they dropped out of
Well,
school.
like the
or they're,
first episode when they were playing those guests,
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
2 truths and a lie.
Right,
Compton
exactly.
High School.
And Ice Cube, how Martha kind of shaded him. And so I like that because we don't know what people's background is. And instead of us judging, especially right now in society, especially what's going on in our country right now with judging people and stereotyping
trying
people.
to put somebody in a box.
And trying to put someone in a box because of what they do. I love stuff like that because people don't know that.
I just need you to sound intelligent. Like, if you're doing music, then,
you know
then
how
use that
hip-hop-
platform to educate the people that look up to you.
But
That's
honey,
why I was irritated.
Everybody's not trying to be, common. And so we have to, we just have to accept that. You know what I mean?
Now they all sound like that. Now all the rappers sound like that. So I can't understand anything. But that's just my opinion because I can't get jiggy with the new age rapping. I can't.
You know
I
what?
can get jiggy to the beats. Catchy. But like when it comes to listening to some of the lyrics, I'm just like,
you know what?
you lost me. I'm gone.
I know that we're on like a long tangent here, but I just want to add that I am guilty of I love trap music and I have tried
guilty pleasures for sure.
I have tried to cure myself. I've tried to get help about it. I've talked to somebody.
Cure
it's
yourself
good.
of the trap.
It's a good guilty pleasure. I have a ratchet side.
Okay.
I definitely have a ratchet side.
And I feel like I feel like once you come to terms with yourself, that hey, there is a ratchet side of me. I do like trap
Gotta
music.
let it out every once in a while.
Yeah, and once you accept
But
that,
you can't consume me. You cannot take over my entire intelligence.
Fair.
That
Fair.
would
I
drive
love
me crazy.
how, just poetically, you just said there is a ratchet side to me.
no, there really is.
Hashtag accept the ratchet.
I hope you said that so the viewers and
there
the
is-
listeners
no,
could hear
listen,
you
it
too.
It sounded
Mark.
like a Buddhist mantra the way she just said that.
And I want to talk to viewers. If there is a ratchet side of you, that's okay. You're not alone. Like
Explore your ratchet
explore
Enjoy this
that.
PSA.
If you need to talk to
the
someone,
more you know.
talk to somebody and don't not love yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Mark, I know you got some music to cue in for this right now.
I'm
know you
just
got
trying to
something.
help people. That's what I want to do is help people. But anyway,
There we go.
listen.
I was waiting for the wrap up.
We do snaps. We do snaps for those.
You're in a ratchet.
All right, so moving on to the food. Enough of the depressing stuff because, we all need help
Or
in
uplifting
some kind of
stuff.
way. Okay, uplifting is half full, not half empty. So Martha wants to teach us to make the perfect roast turkey because everything she does is perfect, right?
The way that she cooks is so dramatic to me.
It's so cute though. It's so Martha. It's Martha-esque.
It's so extra.
I love that she kept trying to bait because she was like, I'm going to rub the butter all over the breast.
Okay, so can we
pause, Pause. Is anyone going to jump in? No? Okay. Now I'm
No.
going to rub the butter on the thigh.
Exactly.
Is anybody
Started
gonna
with the
anybody
breast.
going to
That
make a
was-
joke? No?
But wait,
Okay.
guys,
Did it not seem like she started like rapping a little bit? She was like poetically.
I was too caught up in how awkward the moment was. Like, did
Yeah.
you think that the moment with like her hand on the did you think that was a bit too long? I was.
It was a little long.
It was.
Okay.
I feel like it's, this show's
But I think
cheesy,
they did that
but
on
that's what
purpose.
makes it fun.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun and enjoyable.
Yeah.
But like they improvise a lot. Like a lot of the lines I can tell somebody wrote that for Snoop, and
Right.
then a lot of the lines you can tell are off the
like
cup. And
like the
off the cuff,
prayers.
and
I
they're-
think those are written for him. I don't think that
Yeah.
he just does that off the dome.
Really? I don't know why. I don't think he does it off the dome, but I think he
I think
writes
there's
them.
a lot of things.
Right,
Like
before
even
that.
Yeah.
saying I call this one I keep saying thermometer, but what's
The
the
turkey timer.
Turkey timer. Like,
Right,
I feel
right,
like
right.
that was written, but
Because that one wasn't that funny to me. I
The
don't know.
improvised times are when it gets just a little bit awkward because somebody's waiting for somebody to like make a cheap, dirty joke, which I think was what Martha was trying
Yeah.
to do when she was like, "I'm gonna rub the butter
Yeah.
on the breast," and like.
But
Snoop
imagine
wasn't
had
taking
she
it.
done that this week with Rick Ross there. Mm-hmm.
Oh
good
my
thing
goodness.
2
It
Chainz
would have been on
behaved himself.
another
You can tell 2 Chainz definitely
uncomfortable-
admires her. He looks
Yeah.
up to her.
Uh-huh.
He's a fan.
Yeah.
But he's gonna stay in his lane. Could you imagine if Rick Ross was here this week and she was doing all that and
No.
he would have just been
Because
probably
I was
rubbing on her in the
grossed out.
same manner.
Yeah.
Because I was grossed out by the last episode. I mean, we didn't have our third co-host here,
Wasn't
but
here. She didn't chase me away.
I
like
didn't
some-
chase
one
her
of the-
away, like the comments
One
said.
of our
Oh no, we
commenters.
don't. We do not give energy
But we don't.
to
We
stuff
don't.
like
we
that.
don't give energy to comments.
No.
we just do our thing.
Hey,
But
you're watching us.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers to that. But I mean, Rick Ross, you know, in the last episode, he was just really just on Martha Stewart, and we had a hard time sitting through that. So.
It was a hard time, but I definitely I enjoyed it, but I was uncomfortable, but I still enjoyed it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what the part that excited me most is how Martha handled it.
Yeah.
That was the part that I was like, you get it, Martha.
Yeah.
You tell him.
Because she played along with him instead
What
of
size is your boat?
Right.
Like,
which
you keep
me,
going.
I would have been like, okay, Rick, like, okay, we get it. We get it. Just
She was like,
okay.
all my friends are
Yeah.
richer than you. Like,
Yeah.
don't try me.
Don't
I
try
just-
me.
I like
She
that.
said, what do you need 100 rooms for? Why do you have
I
100
like
rooms?
that pizzazz in Martha. So she goes with her perfect roast turkey.
Simple recipe, by the way. It was just butter and then the wine and then
There
the
was a
cheesecloth.
lot of
No, but
butter.
A lot
I
of
feel like
butter.
I feel like it's so dramatic, like the cloth and
That's what makes it
I would
perfect.
never imagine. I would never do. I don't know.
But
I'd never do
if
that.
all, you know, like when I watch cooking shows for a turkey recipe, because I've never made a turkey. Like I said before,
Me
I don't
neither.
cook. I don't cook. I've never
don't
made a
cook
turkey.
either.
But watching her do that, I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah.
That seems simple enough. You rub butter all over the damn thing, and then you put a little wine on the cheesecloth, dip it in there. I could do
And
that.
then here's another thing too. Mentioning that you said that you didn't cook, I kind of want to kill a stereotype right here, right now, because
What
people
stereotype
are
is
because
that?
people are saying, oh, well, you need to learn how to cook, and you know what? Whatever fits for your lifestyle, if it doesn't have cooking in it, that is okay, you know. And
If you enjoy food, period, it doesn't matter on what end of the spectrum you are when
Exactly.
Who says you need to learn to cook?
Oh, I mean, you know, it's kind of like it's like a hidden secret of mine that I don't like to say, especially, you know, during Thanksgiving. Like for my Friendsgiving, people are saying, oh, what are you going to bring? And I had to tell my friend who's the host, like, girl, so the way my cooking is set up, I like cooking for me. I don't like cooking for a crowd of people.
Sure.
And, you know, I feel like however you eat, whatever that may be, it's okay. You don't have to learn how to cook. This is 2016. This
I
is
mean,
not
there's a lot of things
1930.
that are already prepped and cooked, and all you do is put it in the
Exactly.
oven and add like the glaze.
Right.
like,
I'd
for
like
ham,
to.
or
I'd like
add
to
the
learn how to
ingredients.
cook. It just hasn't
I'm
been
just-
a priority yet.
Exactly.
So I just haven't
Well, I
Exactly.
enjoy
been to,
cooking.
so.
I enjoy not cooking. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy eating.
Yeah.
I enjoy it all. So
Yeah.
I
to each its
definitely
own.
enjoy
Listen,
eating.
as long as you can eat, that's all that matters. You know?
that is all that matters. So let's move on to Snoop's
ham,
his honey blazed.
glazed.
ham.
I was here for it.
I think I was here for it too. I mean,
I liked
you
it.
can never go wrong with ham.
You can't.
For me personally, I love turkey, but I'm more excited
I like
about the
ham.
I do too. Do we all prefer ham to turkey?
Yes. Turkey's dry to me. Is
Okay,
it dry to
so
you guys?
I'm just not a fan of
I don't
bird.
eat
Oh, okay.
dry turkey, so I can't say turkey is dry. I've had dry turkey before, but when I go to my family Thanksgiving, the turkey is always succulent, whether it's fried or if it's,
It is
roasted.
for me,
because
too,
when
but
it's
I
fried,
just-
my stepdad fries it, and he pumps it up with peppercini juice.
Yep, yep.
It's succulent. The
Wow.
greenest piece, which is weird, the greenest piece is like the best piece that you want to find out of all of it sliced
The
out.
greenest?
The greenest, because that's the one that got the most peppercini juice.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing.
It's
Yeah.
like on a regular day, if you see meat on a plate that's green, you want to stay away from it. But in my
Yeah.
household, when
Yeah.
the turkey is fried, the greenest piece is the best piece.
Green peppercorns and ham.
Exactly. So
And turkey.
I love the turkey. I love the gravy, but for some reason, ham just does it for me. So I was excited that Snoop was on the ham wagon.
Yeah, I like you said, I'm not a turkey person, and my mom is an amazing chef. Like I said in the first episode, sometimes I get confused. I don't know if my friends are coming over for me or for my mother's food. So the turkey and ham are always slaying, but I've just never really been a turkey person. I've always been a ham person, and I know my family, they put like pineapple like in the ham, and it's just it's more succulent to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just never been a
the
turkey
ham,
person.
I mean, it's completely different. It's night and day.
Yeah.
So it's
Snoop's recipe was pretty easy for that too. I was
Yeah.
like, I could
yeah,
make
because
that.
what was the blaze? The blaze, the honey blaze.
Honey,
It was
milk,
honey, pineapple juice,
pineapple
a little
juice,
milk,
a little milk,
brown
brown
sugar,
sugar.
and he cooked it for an hour at 420 degrees because
and
it's Snoop Dogg and it
all
has to
of
be
this-
420
all
degrees.
Of this, oh, I like that.
It has
Was
to be.
I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
That was
420
clever.
degrees.
Good catch.
You're so observant.
I was like, in
and I-
true Snoop nature.
But
And
see,
I would
like-
be all about a honey blazed ham. Just
Right?
Exactly. But see, all of this, like the preparation, the potential wife in me is so nervous to host a dinner with like people.
But this
That's
is
so
why
much going
you
on.
host a dinner and you do a potluck. You have everyone, so you can focus on 1 to 2
But the
dishes.
host does usually make the main.
the main
biggest
stuff,
course.
and that
But
gives
you
me
don't have
so much
to.
anxiety.
You don't have to. You could do it your way. You can
do
have
whatever you
someone
want.
that you know that does a really good turkey and or ham, or pick 2 people to bring that, and you just say, "I'm gonna have it at my place. I'll do some chicken or
Because
a few sides."
the main
or
course
dessert.
usually requires the most oven time, so it's easiest if it's at the person's house
Right.
who's hosting it.
Or you can
I'm
tell them to
hosting-
come spend the night. No, I'm just
Yeah.
and start the night.
Okay,
before.
it's a lot. That happens a lot
Okay.
too. I'm hosting Christmas dinner this year, so I might give it a shot. I don't know. Who knows?
Do
Maybe that's why
it.
I'm
Do
watching
it.
this show. I might give a turkey or a ham a shot for Christmas dinner.
And
We'll
make
see.
sure everyone brings everything else, so you don't
Yeah.
have to stress over
Yeah.
anything.
And the night
because
before-
all of your attention is gonna go to those big dishes.
those big dishes, and it takes so much time, and that's why it gives me so much anxiety. But it's just the Southern in my family. The night before Thanksgiving, my mom cooks chitlins. Have you guys
Oh,
heard
hell.
of chitlins?
Heard
no,
of them? I've never had
I
them.
will never.
And they smell.
Won't you tell
what are
Tamra what
they?
it is?
What
Won't
is
you
it?
go ahead and tell her?
You know,
break it
no,
down.
no. I'm gonna let you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, let me
go
tell you
ahead.
what chitterlinks is. Okay,
I have another name for it, and it includes a cuss word because it's literally how it smells. But it will smell. It will creak. It'll
Wait,
just
wait.
take over the entire home.
Before she tells you about
Smells
the smell,
horrible.
It is basically the lining of a pig's intestines.
Okay,
it's
I
where the
figured
poop
that's what
lay.
it was.
Where the poop lay.
Oh boy.
So,
And you put hot sauce
so
on
you
it?
have to cook it for a long enough time to to make it clean. You know, like you gotta.
And
Yeah.
it takes a
Clean it
long
all
time.
out.
It takes like
I am not a fan.
hours and hours. And my mom will cook
Wow.
that before my family comes in. And I can always, when I go into the house, I know what time it is because you can smell it. You can smell the chitlins.
It literally smells like shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
like the pregame of Thanksgiving. So my mom will cook that. My family will come in Thanksgiving Eve, and then they'll eat that. We'll stay up until like 2 or 3 a.m.
Do
go
you
to
like
bed.
eating it?
Absolutely not.
You've tried it though.
I had, well, of course, because it's ingrained. You know, my mom and dad are from, well, my mom more so. She's from Clinton, North Carolina, which is as big as this studio. And, they eat stuff like that. I mean,
So when you tried it, how'd you
eat-
feel?
Oh, she eats dog, donkey, leg,
Stuff.
goose, frog, all kinds of stuff.
So when
like,
you tried the chitterlings,
I was.
you put extra hot sauce on it.
Well, they put hot sauce on it. I don't eat it. Like I've tried to embrace the chitlins situation, and I just can't get on board. My dad can't either, but the rest of my family, I mean, they like my dad's sister's husband will literally request that. Like before coming into our home, like the chitlins better be
You can
ready.
keep your chitlins. I won't.
I
have
agree.
any.
I agree. I mean, my family's
try
just
'em.
they're very southern. And then my
I try
mom,
'em.
she
When in
also
Rome.
yeah, and she also cooks liver
Nah.
pudding too. Have you ever heard of liver
No.
pudding?
Ooh.
And then you put that with grits. Yeah, that's where I'm from. So yeah, it's a thing. It's really a thing.
Okay, so if we do a potluck, please don't bring that.
I'm honestly, I'll just bring some wine because
Girl,
you don't want me to
look,
bring
girl.
any food. So anyway,
You're not missing anything. Don't worry about trying
All right.
chitlins.
no, you're really not.
I'm an adventurous eater though. I would at least take a bite if somebody
I
put
feel
them
like
in
you
front
would
of me.
get close to
I feel
it.
like she would like them though.
try.
But you wouldn't even get close to it. It's the smell alone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, but even
it's
when
horrible.
it's done.
Yes,
like,
even
No,
when it's
it's
done.
horrible.
Even
Like,
when it's done,
literally,
it smells
okay.
I will
disgusting.
walk in the house and know exactly
Yeah,
what
I thought you meant
is.
it smelled like just when it was cooking, like
Oh,
to
no, no,
clean
no, no,
out,
no,
and
no.
then it's fine once it's seasoned and
No, no,
stuff.
no, 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 no.
Oh, that's
I mean, it'll literally the entire
That's tough.
house.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you can
Entire
smell it
house.
outside of the house.
Yeah.
That's how strong it is, and it
Okay.
lasts for like days in the
Wow.
house.
And my family will eat it.
You can't
up.
have house guests like unless that's what they're into. 'Cause
You just
they'll
have
be
to
like-
have Yankee Candle on deck,
Yes.
pretty much.
Speaking of guests, another guest that popped up, Chris
Bosh.
Bosh.
Yes.
Snoop kept saying his brother from another mother.
I can kind of see that. I know that you said that you couldn't see it, but I don't know. Maybe because they're both tall and slim, they could definitely be like first cousins. No? Yeah? No?
I don't
All
know.
right. Am I alone? I'm alone. Okay.
Maybe. All right. I don't know.
All right.
But
Hey, by the way, did you guys see the Snoop Dogg? Do you hear about the Kanye concert Saturday in Sacramento?
I saw his
And he went on
Snapchat.
the rant, right? And so, did you see Snoop Dogg? Snoop was at the concert, and as Kanye's going on that rant, he's like recording himself.
Oh my
going,
gosh, it's so
is he-
funny. What is he? No, seriously. I sent that to my friends today because I have tons of group chats where we just send memes. And Snoop's reaction to Kanye
is hilarious.
Is hilarious.
He's smoking a doob while he's recording this thing, and
It
he's
is.
like, "I'm smoking pot, and this pot don't make you say these things. What is he on?"
But on all seriousness, though, I don't even know how we got to Kanye because he's all over the tabloid, so I guess it's fitting. And Snoop Dogg was involved in this because he posted a crazy video today.
Yeah, his snap.
But in all seriousness, mental health is a serious thing. And Kanye was taken to the hospital for treatment, and I hope that he gets better.
was he really? I didn't hear that
Mark,
part.
chime in the PSA music.
He was.
again.
Yeah.
Get that.
Listen,
know.
Do it,
okay, you guys, listen. It
Ava
is a serious.
teaching us life lessons today.
No, seriously, mental health is a serious issue, and especially, within the Black community, it's not really talked about. And I'm just
It's
hoping
not talked
that
about in any community
It
right
really
now.
is-
It's
yeah.
just now starting to be brought to the forefront.
right, and it's an actual thing. And so I hope that Kanye has several seats and that he really gets help because he's a talented musician, and I just hope that he pulls through
That's
because
very sweet. There
know-
we go.
I'm just saying.
And I have something to say too. Don't do drugs. How about that?
What kind of drugs?
Any drugs.
Any drugs?
Stay
I
away
don't think
from
it's
them.
drug.
I'm just saying in
I
general.
don't think it's drugs.
I'm just saying in general.
I love that
I'm
piano
not necessarily saying Kanye's on drugs. Not necessarily
smoke pot?
he isn't. I'm not. Well, I don't think that's from the earth. That's from Mother
Yeah.
Nature.
No, Kanye, he just
That's the
hasn't been
leaf.
right since he hasn't
just
been
clarifying.
mentally he hasn't been mentally together since his
Oh,
mother passed. And so
hell
when
no.
you put that on top of and he just hit the ground running, working and he was kind of putting napkins over his spilled milk of personal stuff. So I'm hoping that
Well, we
he
hope you
gets
get
it
better,
together.
Kanye.
That's all
Moving
I'm saying.
on, back to Chris.
That's all I'm
This
saying.
turned into
I
the
don't-
longest rant on Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye would do
Get
that
better,
to you.
Kanye. Back to Chris. Did you guys
Get better.
Get better. Get your
better.
life.
We're pulling for
Get
you.
your life.
Get your life.
Call it Yanla, man.
Did you
Call it
guys
Yanla.
enjoy the cute little Chris Bosh was like, hold up, can I?
Yes.
Did anyone know what he was about to do?
No, and I
Because
don't.
that's never happened so far.
I don't even think Snoop and Martha knew that he was gonna do that.
What are you talking about? What
When
part?
he walked up to the refrigerator
Yeah.
and had the little jammy jam session, and he opened
Oh.
Martha's
I liked
fridge,
it,
and it was
though.
like, ah, and then
Yeah.
he opened Snoop's fridge, and it was
was like,
like,
Right, right. Yeah.
and it was kind of cute. And it
Yeah.
was like, who thought
was
of that?
cute.
It was random.
Yeah.
Any lovable moments?
I mean, that was the most interesting moment of any of the guests.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this one, I feel like this episode was kind of
Dry?
safe. It played it
Yeah.
really, really, really
What
safe.
are your favorite moments? Any favorite moments? No.
I kind of already talked about my favorite moments. And then I guess I enjoyed the refrigerator jammy jam sessions, and then Martha's shank fork when they were talking about inappropriate things. I was like, she took some notes in the pen.
No, wait.
She took
Remind
some
me.
notes.
Remind me.
When they read one of the inappropriate comments, like
The
your
pulling the
boyfriend,
feathers
your,
off.
your cousin's boyfriend
right, yeah.
places his
Oh,
hand
yeah,
on your lap.
that was. I think that was my favorite. I can't even remember my
But it
own
was
favorite
so
part.
glossed over. They moved on to the next thing so quick.
Yeah.
Martha's like, I would have taken this fork and
Yeah,
I would have
jammed
stabbed
it
it.
in
Yeah.
the-
Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of that, let's talk about one of the situations.
Inappropriateness?
Inappropriateness.
That's not a word, but I like it.
But it's a word here right now. What were one of the? I'm like drawing a blank. What were one of the moments? That
Oh,
were,
the mom's
Well,
wig slipping
Well,
during
Mom was
prayer.
flipping. The one, my pet peeve was you catch your kid making out with his boyfriend or girlfriend in the other room, and Snoop's like, "Oh, if it was my son, I'd be like, go ahead."
I'm not going
go
to
ahead."
interrupt him, but if
And
it's
then
his
Chris Bosh
daughter,
is like, "What if it's your daughter?" And he's like, "Oh, well then it's gonna like." I hate it when
The double standards.
That
That's a
double
stereotype
standard.
That it's been in media for so long and sitcoms. It's always
I don't think
like,
it'll ever go away either.
it's so irritating because it teaches boys that they're not responsible for only girls are responsible for their actions. Like boys will be boys.
That's
like I
annoying.
hate that. that thing that
Or
goes down
you know
to
what?
them.
Or there's another thought, and I love that perspective. I guess I've always seen it as like men know how men can be. And because of that, maybe they want to shun their daughters from boys being boys.
But
that's how I've always looked at it.
But that's to
I
assume
like
that girls are innocent. Girls don't have hormones. Girls don't have impulses. You know, like they're supposed to be demure, and you know they feel guilty for having any sort of hormones or impulses.
Come
because
through with
of,
the feminism.
Because
I'm here
only
for
the
it.
boys are supposed to be allowed to act like that. And when the dad's cheering on the boy and being like, "Hey, congrats," and then the girl's supposed to be like protected. That
It's
shit
a little
pisses me
annoying.
off.
Yeah. It's a little
Honestly, I don't
annoying.
care if I had a son or a daughter, I would freak out. You're not going to do that in my home.
Yeah,
Either one of
I'm
them.
just
You
saying
shouldn't be doing that
whatever,
where I
you
can
know,
see it
be
because I feel
different.
like that's disrespectful as a parent.
It is.
Period.
It
You're
is.
way
Yeah.
too comfortable doing that in front of your family members. We don't want to see that. You might have little
But
siblings,
boys
little cousins running around here.
Boys
No.
are just as hormonal as girls as at that age, you know, whatever. To excuse it for boys is that leads to
I'm
a
here
lot
for
of
that.
Always
I agree.
happens.
I
It,
agree with that.
it always happens. I don't think it'll ever change.
Yeah.
There was another one though that they said that kind of rubbed me the really like I was like, oh no. I
Was
can't
it the
remember.
mother telling the whole family that you broke up with you got dumped?
I don't like that either, but there was another one, but I don't like that either. That's another thing that happens during Thanksgiving dinners is people get a little too comfortable and business starts kind of getting out. How
People
do you-
get real nosy.
They do. How do you guys feel about that? Like when you go back to your family, is it a peaceful time? Is it a time when people kind of get into your business? Like
I think for me it's more peaceful because that's what I command and that's what I
Same.
demand.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Same.
play that.
Nobody
like there
tries to
may
get
be
in mine.
someone that
Same.
innocently is just probing a little too much and
you'll bring them back.
Yeah.
That's
There's
what I
a way
do.
that I can politely but at the same time
Shut it
stop
down.
coming for me
Yeah.
or it's none of your business
I
or
do the
you're
same
not going to
thing.
get any more information than what I'm giving you with
Right.
this smile.
Right.
And then I'll, get up for seconds. There's some way that I can kind of deviate from it turning into something crazy.
I agree with that 100%.
I've come a long way with just being an adult and not going buck wild crazy.
Well,
I mean,
they
'cause I've
say
been
like
there.
the top 3 things not to talk about during Thanksgiving is politics, religion, and relationships. Do you agree with that?
I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about politics.
But you don't mind
I
religion?
don't want to talk
and-
about religion either, actually. But I'm for sure gonna say my grace, and you gonna bow your head, and we gonna hold hands and be thankful for this food.
Okay.
You can just bow your head. You don't have to pray with me, but I'm gonna pray over the food, and you're sitting here with me. But
My
we don't have to
family's-
discuss
I'm already in the praying mode.
religion.
I was already
we
in
don't
the
have to
praying
have a
mode.
discussion
Right.
about religion.
Right.
I don't necessarily care for that either.
Yeah.
My family's all on the same page politically, but I know a lot of people who are dreading going to Thanksgiving because of that. They know
I
they're
can't
going to be
even
getting into
imagine.
fights with some uncles and cousins and stuff like
See,
that.
I don't
but-
have that worry because I feel like all of my family's all the same.
Yeah, that's how mine is.
That's a blessing, but there are some people that have to deal with it. That's the part.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I would just find another place to have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
Hopefully,
really,
there's
that really,
multiple people in my family that are doing it, and I can pick and choose where
that's
I want to
really
go.
unfortunate.
I
I mean, there's a lot of other things, I guess, that my family can disagree on, but when it comes to politics, I mean, we're kind of on
that's good.
the same page.
Did you guys feel that there were any loose ends for this episode?
Other than the fact that it was a little, like, even the, how did you feel about the
Performance?
The performer.
That was random.
It was just
as we thought. Like, oh, they're doing 30-minute segments now, so they're not going to do a performer because
Yeah.
they did it for the 1 hour. It was still just a snippet. It was, I guess, cute, but it was surprising.
Good exposure for
That's a nice
her
way to
to get
Easy.
wedged in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
episode.
Again, I will bring up this loose end that I brought up last week. DJ Fred, I'm sorry.
DJ Fred.
DJ Fred. No disrespect. Where does he come in? Like,
Yeah.
that very beginning, hey, welcome to Martha and Snoop's potluck dinner party.
Right.
Take it away. And then we're in their kitchen.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen a lot of DJs kind of in that role though. Like even on Ellen, like sometimes
But
the DJ
there's
only
way more
has
communication.
one.
There's way
Yeah,
more.
that's true.
There's way more communication with that said
That's
DJ
fair.
and the host. I feel like there's a lot going on. It's jam packed.
Yeah.
Right.
For this 30 minutes.
And that's true because even on
where
like,
does he
the
fit
Ellen
in?
show, when I watch that, I mean, the DJ maybe has like one portion of the show where he plays a song, but she does talk to him and they do interact with each other.
I feel like there was no interaction with him, and I'm not mad at it. If I can have a job being a DJ and being cool and being Martha Stewart's best friend and Snoop's best friend, I would be there all day.
You know
every
what?
day.
These episodes are 30 minutes. They're so short. I have a feeling that when they're shooting, he is interjecting. He's making quips.
But they have to
edit, and then a lot of that just ends up on the cutting room floor. I bet that's what happens.
He could also be a host for the live audience.
Yeah,
he's definitely the hype man.
Yeah, warm up crowd.
Are you saying this where our viewers can hear you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I feel like also it could be something where it worked for the first episode, and then they're like, all right, moving forward, maybe he didn't test well, or maybe he did something that they didn't like. So they feel back a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our engineer, our wonderful, I was about to say the beautiful. You can be beautiful too. The awesome Mark.
I'll be beautiful if I damn well please.
Exactly.
No, but you know what? I do agree with what he's saying, because when there are commercial parts of the show, you do have to kind of liven up the
they have
audience.
a person for that too. But I would like to see him in the next season. I would just like to see him
more interaction.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I would like it to be more interaction, or let them have a social media part that he's always dealing with,
But I feel like that's just, I don't know, maybe because I'm so used to DJs kind of having that role of kind of being there and kind of not. I'm used to it. But yeah, I agree with you 100%.
I just want some more interaction. Maybe I'm mad because I don't know who he is still. Like maybe, I don't know. Anyway, any other last comments before we get to news and gossip?
No, I'm solid.
All right, let's get into some news and some gossip.
Ooh.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Let's see what the birds and bees is buzzing about. So last week, Wednesday, Snoop was the roastee for Russell Simmons' inaugural all-deaf roast. And that happened in Hollywood. French Montana, T.I., and Amber Rose were just a few of the famous people that we know that participated in roasting him. And a lot of stars who attended was, Wiz Khalifa, his little favorite nephew, who we saw in episode 1, Christina Milian, actor Michael Rappaport, and also Ashley Graham was there. So you see the people that are guests on the shows, they came to support the roast. So I think there's another picture we have of him with Yes. So that's from left to right. That is Warren G., Russell Simmons, and Mike Epps, who were also in attendance with him.
I love this story. I think it's so fitting because last night I actually watched when Justin Bieber was getting roasted on Comedy Central.
That's a really good one, and Martha did a good job.
And Martha and Snoop were on there together.
Yeah, Martha did a good job.
And she did a really good job. So this is just so fitting. I love stuff like this. I feel like you have to have an incredibly thick skin,
right,
to sit there and have people roast you,
right?
For sure.
And to be able to hug and kiss at the end of the day.
So
I love it.
Kicked it off. He kicked it off because there's going to be a series that
it's actually going to be a
roast.
show.
Yeah, it's Russell Simmons'
nice.
new thing. All Deaf Digital is doing it, and he kicked it off.
I love it.
Because there's already a roast battle on Comedy Central.
Right.
So this is theirs.
Nice.
Right. And they kicked it off with Snoop, and
I love that.
I'm excited to see what else.
I bet that's going to be a lot more. I'm going to enjoy watching that one more.
Yeah, I think so. And TMZ had a little snippet of some funny stuff. Please believe there was some joking and toking going on in that room. They were smoking.
I'm proud of Snoop
sure.
because
Surprise.
he is really, outside of the music industry, he's really doing his thing right now. I'm very proud of Snoop Dogg. He should come on the show so I can tell him how proud I am. That was a plug.
Yeah.
That was a plug.
Trying to get him on
He
here.
appreciates your praise.
I hope he does.
Also, following that day, Martha Stewart was spotted on the East Coast, signing her book, her cookbook, Vegetables. There she is. Doesn't she look so cute?
She does. I'm here for her sweater. I love big sweaters like that.
So she was spotted in Williams-Sonoma and Short Hills, signing her newest cookbook, Vegetables. And if we go back to that picture of the cookbook, this book allegedly makes eating your greens and reds and yellows and oranges that much more exciting and more delicious than ever. And just from that picture, I just want to get your thoughts. Does that look delicious, you guys? Would you try that?
It does look delicious. I would probably be starving after this.
Girl.
I would need like 10 other meals.
Looks like
this
chitlins.
This would have to
I
This would actually have to be a pregame of an appetizer. I would,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm curious to see what else is in the book if that's what they chose for the cover. Because if you're supposed to be making the greens and yellows and oranges and reds, where are the rest of the colors?
I don't know, but I'm here for it. You
But
know what?
but I want to check it out. Everybody can check it out. MarthaStewart.
Martha Stewart, like she's doing so many things right now. I forget how old she is, and that is amazing.
For a while. Her empire has been going on for the past 20 years.
You guys, she's in her 70s, so I don't want to hear any. So you know what really, really bothers me is when I hear people in their 20s and early 30s talking about how old they are and how they can't function and how their back is aching. And Martha Stewart is out here signing books. She has a show on VH1. She's in her 70s.
Or when agents and managers tell us, well, you're 30 now, you're not going to be able to do this much longer.
Rude. So rude.
Wait, has that been a thing?
Yeah, friends of mine have been told, like, you only got so much time left.
It's all right. You know what? We have all the time we want to have. No, we have all the time we want to have. Nobody can dictate our shine and when it dulls out because it's never gonna.
And there's so many Hollywood stars. Listen,
if you want to shine,
there are so many Hollywood stars.
You can be,
Thank you. And there are so many Hollywood stars that in their 20s they didn't have their breakthrough. Oprah Winfrey is one of them. Anika Noni Rose.
What's her name that just died? She was 60. She was a singer.
Sharon Jones?
Sharon Jones. I think only
she was amazing.
Yeah, she didn't get started till later.
Yeah, we had a moment of silence for her in my band when we were playing over the weekend.
Oh,
she literally had passed Saturday, wasn't it? I mean, Friday.
Yeah, it was recent.
I think it was Friday.
2016 has just been the pettiest year with all these instances happening.
It's been some ups and downs, but no matter what, just stay positive, stay prayed up. And always look at it as your cup is half full.
Listen, I'm here for this episode that we did. We had some Iyanla Vanzant. Then we had, discussion about the actual show. We encouraged people. This is what we're here to do. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what Martha and Snoop are in turn doing for us. Because these shows, these episodes are literally... they are cultures. They are different cultures being combined. And that's what we see with Martha and Stewart. That's what we see when every guest comes and they sit at that table and they do these icebreaker challenges, games, these conversations. It is a mashup of cultures, and that's what it's all about.
Why can't we apply this to what the country is actually going through right now? That's what we should do.
Hey,
one person at a time.
One
person at a time.
We should all do what we can do right now.
We should all break bread together because at the end of the day, we are all human beings.
And we all bleed red.
And we all bleed red. Okay. And, that is what it is.
So wait, next week is a sleepover. It's the Pajama Jam sleepover. DJ Khaled, Keke Palmer will be in the building.
Can we?
I'm like, should we dress in onesies?
I kind of want to. Can we please, guys?
Maybe we should.
Can we do Can we do a Christmas onesie? Is it too soon?
No, the only thing is it gets really hot in the studio, so I'm gonna need my sleeves.
Okay, you know what, guys? I'm coming in my Christmas onesie.
Okay.
Next week.
Okay.
And
we're gonna have a drink.
Be proud about
we're gonna have a drink. So
I'm so excited.
Hope you guys tune in next week.
Sounds fun.
Definitely check us out on YouTube. Give us your ideas and comments, and we'll listen.
We might.
We'll
read
them.
Not. We'll read them.
No, we encourage you guys to tell us what's on your mind, and we
keep it positive.
Always positive. And make sure you check us out on iTunes. And it's been real. I am your host, Rhavin with the V. You can find me at B Stays Busy. BIZZ.
That was like a whole little verse you dropped.
Tamra, let them know.
I'm Tamra Brown. You can find me on Instagram at Tamra_blue.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, and I'm Ava Hill, and you can find me on Instagram at the Ava Hill, or you can go to Facebook and find me at Ava Hill.
So make sure you come next week for the Pajama Jam party.
Woo.
Until next time, see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.